Hello, dear friends. This is Dr. Harold Benson. Over more than 30 years of practice, I have become convinced of one thing. We, humans, value health only when we begin to lose it. This is especially true for vision. Every day I see patients over 60 who come to me with complaints. Doctor, I can't see the fine print in the newspapers anymore. I can barely make out people's faces on the street. I have to turn on a bright light to read the packaging of my medicine. And every time I hear these words, it hurts. After all, the eyes are our windows to the world. And when they start to close, life loses its colors. What's interesting is that people often accept the deterioration of their vision. They think it's natural to get older, to wear thicker and thicker glasses, to accept a dim perception of the world. But I always tell my patients, yes, we can't stop the aging process completely, but we can slow it down. We can give your eyes what they need to serve you longer. Vision problems are not just about glasses. They are also about the risk of falls, and about the loss of independence, and even about social isolation. After all, when a person has poor vision, he stops going outside, stops driving, is afraid to go to the store. Gradually, he distances himself from life. But I want you to know, nature has its own secret helpers. And today, I will tell you about one simple, accessible, familiar product that can strengthen vision and protect eyes after 60 years. You've probably seen this product hundreds of times in the store. You may already have it in your kitchen. But I assure you, you're underestimating its power. We are talking about a vegetable that we have associated with eye health since childhood. The same vegetable that is rich in a special substance, beta-carotene. When we eat it, the body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A. And it is vitamin A that our eyes need to see clearly, especially in the twilight, so that the cornea remains healthy, and the retina can do its job. I'm talking about carrots. Many people smile when they hear this word. Doctor, are you serious? Carrots? We heard about it as kids. Yes, you heard. But do you know how true it is? How much does carrot really affect your vision? What studies confirm its benefits? And most importantly, in what quantities and how exactly should you eat it for it to really help? Today, I will answer these questions. I will tell you why eyes especially need vitamin A after 60 years, what other substances in carrots support vision and protect the retina from damage, what modern research says about the prevention of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts, and what simple carrot recipes you can include in your diet to maintain eye health every day. At the end of the video, I will share with you the story of my patient, a 68-year-old man who began to notice a serious deterioration in his vision in recent years. We made simple changes to his diet, adding carrots to it, and the result was impressive. So, stay with me. Today we're going to talk about how one simple vegetable can be your ally in the fight for clear vision and a fulfilling life after 60. When it comes to vision, the first thing we should understand is that our eyes are a very delicate and vulnerable organ. With age, they face a number of problems. After 60, complaints of dry eyes, difficulty focusing, decreased visual acuity, especially in the twilight, as well as more serious diseases, cataracts and age-related macular degeneration, increasingly appear. These diseases often cause almost complete loss of vision in older people. Many patients ask me, Doctor, why does vision start to deteriorate so rapidly after age 60? And the answer is simple. The cells of the retina, like any other cells in the body, age. But unlike the skin or joints, the eyes are constantly exposed to light and oxygen. This leads to oxidative stress, cell damage, and a gradual weakening of vision. And this is where carrots come into play. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A in the body. This vitamin is necessary for the synthesis of a pigment called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin helps the eyes adapt to darkness. It is thanks to it that we can distinguish objects in the twilight. When the body lacks vitamin A person begins to see poorly in the dark. Doctors even have a term for it: night blindness. Patients say, "Doctor, I see perfectly well during the day, but as soon as evening comes, everything becomes blurry. I get lost in space." And in most cases, this is directly related to vitamin A deficiency. Carrots can make up for this deficiency, but it's not just about night vision. Carrots contain not only beta-carotene, but also lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful antioxidants that are concentrated in the retina of the eye. They act as a natural filter, protecting the eyes from ultraviolet radiation and free radical damage. In simple terms, lutein and zeaxanthin act like glasses inside the eye. They reduce the load on the retina and slow down its aging process. Numerous studies have been conducted over the past decades, and the results are astounding. Scientists have proven that regular consumption of vegetables rich in beta-carotene and lutein reduces the risk of developing age-related macular degeneration by almost 25–30. This is a huge number, considering that macular degeneration is one of the main causes of blindness in old age. Carrots also help prevent cataracts. Cataracts occur when the lens of the eye becomes cloudy due to oxidative stress. The antioxidants in carrots help slow down this damage. Let me tell you a case from my practice. A 68-year-old man came to me. He complained that he had difficulty seeing in the evening and had difficulty driving a car at night. Upon examination, it turned out that he had a pronounced vitamin A deficiency. We adjusted his diet. We added more vegetables, especially carrots, as well as products with vitamin E and healthy fats, so that the carotenoids were better absorbed. 3 months later, he came to see me again, and said with a smile, "Doctor, I can drive in the evening again." I did not believe that a simple product could have such an effect. This case is far from isolated. I have seen dozens of patients who improved their vision simply by including carrots and other brightly colored vegetables in their diet. Now, the important question: how to use carrots so that they really help? Many people think that carrots are only good for you when raw. This is not true. Beta-carotene is better absorbed from boiled or lightly stewed carrots, especially in combination with fats. For example, carrots steamed with a drop of olive oil are an excellent source of vitamin A. Carotenoids, fat-soluble. This means that fats are needed to digest them. Carrot salad will be much healthier if you add a little vegetable oil to it. Don't expect a miracle in one day. For carrots to really have an effect, you need to eat them regularly, at least 3 to 4 times a week in different variations. It is important to remember, carrots are not the only source of nutrients for the eyes. Spinach, broccoli, and eggs are also useful. But carrots are the most accessible and familiar vegetable. Sometimes I hear objections. "Doctor, can carrots restore vision?" I always answer, carrots are not a magic pill. They will not correct myopia or remove cataracts in one day. But they strengthen the eyes, give them resources for protection, and slow down destruction. What's more, studies show that people who regularly eat carrots and other carotenoid-rich vegetables have better vision than those who don't. I had a patient, 74 years old. She had worn glasses all her life, and in recent years, she began to notice that her vision was deteriorating even faster. We added carrots and green vegetables to her diet. A year later, during an examination, her vision not only stopped deteriorating, but also her night vision improved. She laughed and said, "Doctor, I'm like an owl now. I see better in the dark than my husband. Friends, let's sum it up. I know that many of you today heard for the first time that an ordinary vegetable that we are used to seeing in soups and salads can be a real medicine for the eyes. And this is not an exaggeration. After age 60, our bodies change, and our eyes are among the first to show signs of age. Dryness, poor night vision, difficulty focusing, cataracts. These may seem inevitable, but I want you to remember, we can slow these processes down. Every time you add carrots to your diet, whether it's warm soup, a salad with olive oil, or even just baked carrots, you take a step towards eye health. You nourish the retina, strengthen the protective mechanisms, and reduce the risk of dangerous diseases. I have seen dozens of times how my patients began to see better in the dark, feel more confident behind the wheel, and stopped being afraid of leaving the house in the evening. And all this thanks to proper nutrition, where carrots played a key role. Of course, let's be honest. Carrots won't restore your vision if it's already been severely lost. They won't replace glasses or make surgery unnecessary. But they can slow down the aging process of your eyes, maintain your quality of life, and give you more years of clear, bright eyes. And one more thing I always emphasize to my patients: carrots work best not alone, but in the company of other vegetables. Add spinach, broccoli, eggs, and you get a real cocktail for eye health. But you must admit, it's nice to realize that such an affordable product as carrots can become your reliable ally after 60 years. Now I want to address you personally. If you watched this video to the end, it means that the topic of eye health is really important to you. And that's great, because taking care of yourself is the main step to a long and active life. I, Dr. Harold Benson, want to continue sharing with you simple but very effective secrets of health. My calling is to help people maintain strength, energy, and joy of life after 60. So I invite you to subscribe to our senior channel, Vitality Channel. Here you will find even more tips that really work. Tips tested on my patients, on dozens of studies, and, most importantly, on my own experience as a doctor. Don't forget to like this video. This is the best way to support our project and show that the topic of health after 60 is close to you. And be sure to write in the comments: do you often eat carrots? In what form do you like it the most? Raw, boiled, baked? I will be interested to know. And with your answer, you will help other viewers find new ideas for their diet. Remember, your health is in your hands. And sometimes the easiest step is to put a couple of carrots in your basket and cook them with care for yourself. Take care of your eyes, friends. May your vision remain clear and your life bright. See you in the next video. Your Dr. Harold Benson.